Greetings, good afternoon, beautiful people of planet Earth. Really hot today. I've come for a drive because I've been inside most of the day. Actually, no, I did do some gardening early in the morning, but this is summertime. Like literally nobody wants to be outside in this heat. And it's not even like proper summer yet. Like we're only just in November. But it's just the weather. But it actually feels good since I'm juicing right now. The heat, I don't know what it is about juicing, but I seem to tolerate the heat so much better when I'm on juice. Like, I don't want to be eating like cooked heavy foods, certainly in this weather, because I feel like it affects my blood pressure. I think so anyway. That's how it feels. But I feel good. I'm like day 23 of my juice. And you know what? Something really weird's been going on, because yesterday I had a lot of kind of periodic pain, like not period pain, but like every now and then I would get pain in my lower abdomen. I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't be all gallbladder pain again. It didn't feel like around the gall. It felt like a little bit right to my belly button. Hopefully, I'm thinking it wasn't appendicitis, but it came and went, like it was very periodic. And I'd be like, oh my gosh, what is that? It would come on and then it would go, and then it would come on a couple hours later, then it would go. And I thought, oh my gosh, maybe it's the acid, too much acid in my juice. But anyway, it wasn't too bad, but I certainly noticed it, and it was sore. And then today I woke up with no pain. I thought, oh, maybe today I would just make juices of melons and no acid fruit. But I didn't end up having pain at all. But what I did have was some awful bowel movements, like really wormy, and like these little red kind of pebbly looking poos. And I'm just hoping it's not like blowouts and like diverticulitis and these pockets, these little like almost like pure red pockets of poo that have been in these areas, because they all kind of looked a bit similar, and maybe they were getting pushed out yesterday. I don't know, but it was really wormy. It was so putrid. It smelled so bad. Man, I just, you know, you think you're healthy, and you just, when that stuff comes out of you, you take a step back. You think, I'm not that healthy. But I remind myself every day I'm getting healthier and healthier the longer I stick with this and go the distance with the juice. Today I'm weighing at 104.4. That is 10 kilos. That's 10 kilo weight loss from 114 kilos that I was back at the start of the year. And it's the lowest I've been like since April. So I just hope it keeps going down and down and down. But oh my gosh, this stuff coming out of me, people of Earth, it is just, you have to do it to believe it yourself. And believe me, we could all do with a good clean, but me in particular, I'm speaking about myself, I certainly need a clean, because this stuff coming out of me is so putrid. It's so bad. And I just think, when's it going to end? I mean, I'm pretty hefty. Like, I'm 104 kilos. I mean, I could have 20 kilos of this shit backed up in me. I mean, there's got to be, you know, a huge significant portion of it in me, because it just keeps coming out of me every single day. So oh man, I'm so backed up. And I also know that because I have taken some iris pictures, and I can see that around the pupil, which represents your GI tract, that is brown for me. I am brown. And when I looked at pictures of when I was 5 years old, I had the purest dark blue eyes. There was no brown, there was no spots, there was no unevenness with the lacunas, like nothing, just pure dark blue eyes, beautiful blue eyes. And now I've got brown, and oh my gosh. So I know my poor old GI tract has been just, oh my gosh, has been severely abused by eating just food. Yeah. So anyway, it feels good. Every day I just remind myself I'm getting more and more of it out of me, and I'm just taking it day at a time, just going really gentle. I even did a 1.2 kilometers on the treadmill today, just very gentle. I'm not really attracted to doing exercise on the juice fast. I just want my body to heal, so it's going to take time. I mean, like I said yesterday, it could take like a year of juicing like this, and like I said, I've got a couple of days coming up where I'm going to be eating, but I really hope that what I eat is it's just going to be very lean, clean, and pretty much salad based anyway, like salad, you know, like a clean salad. And I'll make that for Christmas. For me, probably some shrimp or some seafood of some sort, and I'll make sure that it's, you know, really just kept lean. And because that didn't affect me when I broke the fast on day 30 back in April. I had a salad with some shrimp. I didn't have any adverse reactions, but of course it was more salad than shrimp, and I don't know, we'll see anyway, but I'll just be very gentle. I won't be eating, oh my gosh, because my mum goes crazy at Christmas time and she has everything, so I don't want to have any of that. I just want to keep it clean and simple, so hopefully I can stick to that. We'll see. I don't want to hurt my bowels or shock them by any means. So anyway, day at a time, it feels good, and the stuff that's coming out of me is nasty. I knew something gnarly was coming out of me yesterday, like what's happening to me yesterday. I have been expelling worms all today. Yesterday I had the bowel pain, really, you know, kind of, you know, it hurt, and I was hoping it wasn't something more serious. I mean, obviously worms aren't good. Oh, I've got something in my eye, it really hurts. Yeah, I mean, worms, they're not good to have in you either, and I'm glad I'm getting them out. But oh my gosh, I've been expelling worms today, but I just had something really crazy coming out of me. It's almost as if it was folded up worms. It wasn't runny, wasn't, you know, putrid. I mean, it was putrid. The smell was still there, but it wasn't like explosion like I'm used to with worms expelling. Usually it's like just explodes out of your asshole, basically. Sorry. But that's how it is. This ain't a nice subject to talk about, but you know, I'm keeping it real and honest with you guys and sharing my experience of what is actually happening in a juice fast. And I'm documenting everything. I'm weighing everything. Here's my scales. And I'm taking pictures of all of this. So these worms that came out of me, they look so old. And this is how amazing the body is. I mean, they literally came out of me rolled up in like hard poo. And I, you know, after they came out, I unrolled them and I could see these things, and they're massive. So I'm going to actually show you. So disclaimer alert, warning, if you do not want to see these pictures, turn the video off. And if you do want to see this, I'm going to show you these things. But I'd be interested to hear people's opinions about them, and if anyone else has done a juice fast, if they've experienced something similar. I don't think it's mucoid plaque. I mean, it could be, but and it does look very, very old, what's coming out of me. But I've been expelling worms all day today. I'd say these are probably some mama worms, and maybe they are the cause of that pain of my bowels trying to push them out yesterday. But I don't know what's going on in my stomach, but I know my body is doing its best to heal me from the inside out, and it is. But these things need to be seen. Like they are scary. They're scary looking, and to think that they've been inside of me, I'm so glad they're coming out. Every day I'm getting more and more of this crap out of me, these worms out of me. So yeah, you can have a look here now. So as you can see, like, I mean, look at it. It's self-explanatory. You can see how old this stuff is, and I mean the shape of it, the way the poo is inside of them. I literally could roll these things out, and they came like almost like a perfectly packaged worm in 3 kind of clumps, and they have been the most intact, some of the most intact worms that I've had come out of me. I don't think it's mucoid plaque, because mucoid plaque, I know it can look similar, but I know what worms are. I've had them coming out of me, and I seem to think that these are some old worms coming out, or some worms that have been wreaking havoc in my system. I know what the symptoms are of passing worms. The smell of them, it is just beyond putrid. Like it's just such a disgusting smell, and there's nothing that compares to it. All I can say is it reminds me of rotted, stinking, putrefied meat. That's all I could describe. I mean, it's just the worst smell ever, people of Earth. It's so bad. And so I've tried my best to unroll it without breaking it. I did break a couple areas of it. And there's some, kind of the chunkier bits down the bottom. They had form as well, but I couldn't unroll them as readily as the others that you see up against the side of the bowl there. So, it's not fun. This is not a glamorous experience. When people say, I'm detoxing, like, let me tell you, a juice fast, you are going to ramp up your detox and your healing and your health like nothing else available on this planet. I cannot endorse a juice fast enough, because I have seen and documented the truth and the power that lies within doing a juice fast. And I can rant and rave about how amazing it is and how it's changing my life now, but you have to experience it for yourself. And if you're not in good health, mentally, physically, spiritually, I'm telling you, a juice fast is going to connect you not only to your inner self again, but also to all the living beings and creatures around you, people included, and to the world. Like, look, it's amazing. So anyway, I will keep documenting, and I hope I keep going with it. I'm sure I will, because I have seen the consequence or the subsequent result of eating cooked food again, and my body does not like it. My body does not like it. It's as simple as that. And I've experienced both sides of the coin. And if people think juice fasting is dangerous, how can it be so dangerous? How can it be dangerous in comparison to be shoveling, processed foods down your throat and consuming dead matter and chemicals and, oh my gosh. And yet, a juice fast is just simply juicing fruits and vegetables from the earth. I mean, how could that be dangerous? It's not dangerous. Unless you are. The only thing dangerous about it is if you are not consuming enough calories. But even then, people survive doing water fast, but I don't endorse water fasting because I love the way juice makes me feel. And I love it. I love it.